Welcome back to AM Northwest. It's a long-awaited, life-altering book to heal your past, transform your present, and create the future you deserve. We welcome back the author of The Prism, intuitive and best-selling author, Laura Day. Laura, great to see you.
Thank you for having me. It's always so fun to be on.
I love it when you're on. So tell me, though, why was it important to you to write The Prism? What was behind it?
So one of the things, I mean, it's so many things. This was most of my books, and I've written, this is my seventh. I've written, quickly based on experience. This I really realized was something that was given to me as a child intuitively. There are those things and then those things that come through you and save you. And because I do come from a family where I am pretty much the only survivor, a family of suicide, siblings, uncle, mother, it was really important for me to give that knowing that saved me to other people. And they're tiny little easy things, but that really do make those huge changes.
All right, let's talk about those things. What are some of those things that we can do?
Well, the first thing is to have goals. And I think people have worries, but they don't have goals.
Oh, good point.
And goals organize your energy. I mean, there's nothing magical. Magic is just using the machinery of life properly. So have goals. And I ask people to pick three because what happens is you pick a lot and then your energy goes no place. It's frittered away. So pick three goals. Once you have goals, what's interesting is that intuition, the out of the blue knowing, begins to come in and impact those goals. The other thing is don't get sold on these really long, hard processes, of self-change. If you had the answer, you would have answered the question. The important thing is to make tiny changes. Literally, wear a different color shirt. World notices you differently. Tiny changes. And then give yourself time to notice what it does for you in the world.
You are really good friends with Demi Moore, and she did so incredibly well with her movie, which was just amazing. And she's an Academy Award nominee, incredible. You helped her in this journey, didn't you?
As with friends, we really do help each other.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been friends before either of us had children for decades and for almost 4 decades. And I think that we have different kinds of wisdom. I have very little memory. My wisdom is that flash of knowing. Her wisdom is a much more holistic, heart-centered wisdom, and we complement each other really well.
And do you think that the way you think, maybe she caught on to it as a way to get her to move forward, to have more self-confidence, because she seems much more self-confident now than maybe in the past, and maybe that self-confidence led to her doing so well?
What's interesting is people confuse intuition with psychology or intuition with wisdom. Intuition is that flash of data, is that this will do this for you, you must do this. Whereas, I think Demi is much more someone who says, if you're working from your heart, I really work with data. One of the things that intuition allows you, and I train people in the Prism to do this themselves, is it allows you to really experience the future so that you can make good choices in the present. And of course, the present is the only place you can make
You
change.
actually have a technique called the manifestation technique. Can you lead me through it?
So what's amazing about this technique is that not only does it engage intuition and healing, but it really helps you engage your subconscious. And 95% of what you do is chosen by your subconscious before you're even aware of it. So you make this hand your present. And you don't have to see or know anything. You just say, okay, this hand is my present. And this hand is my goal. And then pick a goal, pick a very specific goal. And you don't have to focus, you don't have to see anything. You begin to bring those hands together, giving yourself, as you do, the suggestion that as you bring your hands together, the parts of self you're not conscious of, and the parts of your world that you may not realize you're in touch with, adjust to create that new reality. We can't do it the full time on air
Right.
because it take the entire show, but you just move your hands in and you'll notice you feel resistance. And sometimes you want to go out. Sometimes you need to shake out and you go back again. And you do that until your hands naturally come together. And then you take the hand mwah, of the person who got you there, which is you. You underplay you. And then you give yourself, as you do it, the suggestion, whenever your hands come together, and they do hundreds of times a day, you allow that healing process to be done again. And what you'll notice is that your life changes you. You know, we all look for those internal changes, but those are subjective. What you really want to say is, okay, I made a goal. What changed today? What came toward me that I didn't expect? Who offered help? What did I receive? What happened in my external world? We're all so internal, and especially now with all the apps and the internet, it's all, we create in conversation with the world around us, and the proof is what we create in the world. And the thing to remember, and it's the thing that I think is the most important part of the prism, is a tiny, tiny change can change everything. We are systems living within a system. You don't have to meditate and exercise and
Right.
them blah, 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 blah for 20 minutes a day. You can, go outside for 5 minutes and sit on your stoop.
Yeah.
That in and of itself makes a change. And also let the world, let other people be catalysts. The things you laugh at, if they're safe, try them out
Yeah.
because they're outside your prism. And if you want to make a change, you need a catalyst.
Yeah. Oh, incredible. The book again is titled The Prism. Laura Day, thank you so much.
Thank you. Always appreciate being on.
Yeah, and we appreciate you. We'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.